it is snowing and a wintry mess here, but I thought I would do a farm tour, I guess, for you. So let's, Otis, can you not? Anyway, let's get started. Cool. All right, there she is. That is the house. This little area right, oh, there we go, right there. It's actually like a mud room. We use it for the milk fridge and when Brett comes in from being all icky. Don't mind the stuff in the back of the red truck. That's from our living room remodel. The new tractor in the garage, so nothing terribly special. Our backyard is fenced in. I don't even know if you'd call it a backyard, I guess. This would be the front yard because right here is the dirt road. But it is what it is. And this fence goes all the way, it curves all the way around the back of the house, which I'll show you, so that when we open up the sunroom door, we can just let the kids or the dogs out, whatever. So now if you cross over the driveway, you reach my garden. When we first moved in, which will be a year in March 15th will be a year. When the snow was gone, this kind of was really the only area that we could put a garden. But because it is next to the septic, we didn't want to put it in ground. You should be at least 10 feet away from your mound system for an in-ground garden. So we bought these raised beds, and it is, you can't really see it, but it is outlined with wood timbers, and then there's wood shavings in there to make it just look kind of pretty. And then right here, you can kind of see the outline of it. This kind of goes like that. This is where the in-ground garden is going to go. It is far enough away from the mound system, and it is partially shaded, but we're hoping to be able to still grow a few things in it. Now, I'm going to go up on the mound so I can just show you a little portion of our pasture real quick. Okay, so there's the dirt road that goes in front of our house. This is where our pasture starts. You can see our fence posts right there. And then it goes to that grove of trees and it just kind of follows it all the way down. So this is the front half of the pasture. And then we have this little grove of trees here, which I'll show you in a second. So if you come off the house and there's the garden, and you go this way, and there you go. So this area of trees was seriously overgrown. What we did was we started fencing it off, and we rotated the goats through here, and now it is manageable. The kids actually can play in here. You see Sammy's got a little play hut type thing right there, and she put these beams out just so that she could sit with her friends and talk. Kind of cute. Originally, right here was the duck hut. It started off as a chicken coop, and then it became the duck hut, and now it is the duck hut, but it's also been moved twice. So it was here, and then we moved it to right here. And then we moved it to way back there. It's the littler of the two buildings. And that's where it's staying now. It's good there. For temporary, the ducks are here in this fenced area. There is some light bird netting over the top so that they don't fly out. These guys, there's 11 of them in here. They are all getting butchered. They were supposed to get butchered 2 weeks ago, but then we got sick and life happens, so it'll get there. When the ducks are not in here, this is our weaning pen for goat kids. This is the boys have knocked over their hut. We're going to have to put the roof back on right. But this is the buck area. Groot, stop it. Golly. Anyway, this is the boys' area. They need a little more hay. I can probably do that while I'm out here. It used to go, so first it was in the back area here, and then we rotated and moved all the fencing this way, and we moved it that way, and then we moved it here, and then way over there in that little area there, we moved it as well, just so that they could clear everything out. But now it is more permanent here. We put in, Groot! 9! We put in some poles and a gate, like I said, to make it more permanent here. This area here we let stay overgrown. Part of the pasture fence cuts through this area, so the does have eaten some of it down. But it was this isn't a needed area at this time, so we're leaving it up. Then we come over to the large barn and the lean, and then we also have the duck hut and the chicken coop. You know what, let's take a closer look. So all of this area where the taller grasses are, that's actually a very lowland area, and our property it goes right along. This white area is our neighbor's driveway, but all the the grassy area that you can see goes all the way down. That is ours, and it is a very lowland area. And when we bought the place, we didn't realize how low it was. And so we had planned on using it when we had Brownie and Sunday, her calf. But I don't believe that we're going to be able to. Then again, Minnesota has been in a drought for about 2 years now. Who knows? So right now we use it right there. That's our big burn pile we've got to do if we need other little things to burn there. And then Brett made some 4-wheeler trails going all the way through for the kids to play on. So that is just right off the side of the barn and the lean-to. Okay, so if you're off of that, coming here, there's our new hydrant. This is it's a shed. It could probably fit a car in it, but we don't have a driveway or anything. This is all grass over here. And this could have been used for our garden, but Brett wanted it open in case we had to get a semi in here, because sometimes Brett works on semis. If we needed to back a trailer in, whatever it might be. It's not, the roof is bleh, and it's not grand by any stretch of the imagination, but it's doing its purpose right now. Okay, so this barn here, this is the one we had saved up, and we were planning to give this good old boy a facelift. And we cut a big hole here. There was no hole here. We started getting all the old and nasty, icky hay that was in here. We bought all the materials to give it a facelift. Behind this used to be a milking farm. And so there's I want to say Brett said, I want to say it was 7 or 8 head stalls in there for cows to milk. Anyway, long story short, even though the contractor said it would stand and that a facelift would help it, our insurance company said absolutely not. You either tear it down or it's not insured. So let's just pray nothing happens because it's not insured at this moment. But, it is what it is. So this is the lean-to side of the barn. We store our hay, grain, feed, all that kind of stuff in here, chicken feed, whatever. This is my milking area and also the kidding pen. So before February, when Navy is set to kid, I will scrape all this out and put new hay, or not hay, but straw down for her. We do plan this summer to kind of revamp this a little bit. We are actually going to, it's kind of hard to tell. So at this beam right here, we're going to be cutting the roof off. And we're going to make this and that barn 2 separate spots. So there'll be a wall going from here all the way down to there. And then we are going to just kind of fancy it up a little bit. Since we can't use the material on the old barn, we decided we're going to use it for this and give it a new roof and some new siding. Yeah, just kind of redo all this area. There's Emma. Yeah, Royal. Hi, guys. That's Navy, and that is Reedy. Reedy, what's up with your nose, baby girl? You're missing some hair. You've been rubbing. Yeah, you're rubbing. So our pasture, I'll take you over there, but it does go a little bit past this tree line here. That tree line was a source of contention between us, and that is what we call $1 Million House and $1 Million Lady back there. Up until just a month or two ago, she was selling her home for $1 million. Started $1.5 million and went down a little bit from there. But anyway, Emma, what are you doing? No, I don't think so. All right, so now we're on to the side of the barn. That is all our pasture. It goes that tree line. It still keeps going. So remember I showed you up front, right there, that's the septic, and it goes all the way around here and it comes up. Just a small little area of the trees is fenced in. And it comes around, it goes all the way over here, up and over that hill. Goes down to, you can kind of see our fence, like there's one of the poles there. So it's on the opposite side of those trees. Dang, focus on the opposite side of those trees there. And it wraps around. And then now we have, this is the lowland area. So we do have it fenced off so they can't get into it. But it goes all the way around here, wraps up towards her driveway, comes around, and then follows like that. So we did find this little interesting thing here. I think it might actually be an old, think like cold storage or something. We never really dug into it. There's some wood there, like there was a door or something, but that's about as far as we ever got with it. So maybe one day we'll pull it out and see what we can find in there, maybe some treasures. But yeah, so that's just the side of the barn. All along this side we think they planted them because they're in a row. There's some raspberry bushes over here. I didn't get really anything off of them this year because I think the birds got them before I did. So let's go to the other side where the chicken coop is. All right, so this is the opposite side of the barn. So this is the lean-to side. So there's the barn, and then we're over here on the lean-to side. This is the chicken coop here. Behind it is, if in a few videos before, explain what we did there with the tarp on the chicken run. This is the old duck hut. We will be using this probably for chicks this summer, spring, summer, whatever. Let them grow up a little bit in here before we introduce them to the big girls. Again, we're back at the swampy area. Let's go back this way and I'll show you the back side of the house. All right, so this is the back side of the house. We have a huge, it drops right there. So we do have that. This here is my use what you got clothesline. So it was real simple to put up, and I think I've got a video of it from when we first moved in. And then here is where the fence comes back. Look out, Groot. And attaches to the side of the house. And then we can just open that sunroom door and the kids can go play and or the dogs can run out, however, whatever. We do have some apple trees back here. In this tree here, we also have some grapes that vined up. But there's an apple tree over here, an apple tree over here. There is one here. This is a crab apple. And then this one is another apple. We didn't get any apples off of this tree because we ended up getting them late, and this must be an early tree. And they were all just mushy and rotten. So we know from this past summer and fall, to get them sooner. So you can see these are this here where it's all white is the trails from the kids. Boys, come on. Yeah, so that is the backside. We got a nice little deck. We don't really use the deck much unless Brett's grilling. Otherwise, we usually just sit on the porch. Honestly, I love my porch. So I know it's a little hard to imagine what it looks like all greened up, but I hadn't done a farm tour in a while, and quite frankly, I needed to get outside. So I thought I could just show you a little bit. This summer when it's all greened up, oh, it's so beautiful. Absolutely just gorgeous here. We love it. I'll have to maybe do another one, but this is the place.